Welcome to Action Hound Media, the site and channel all about action. Life is boring. Get some more action into your life. This segment is on Can You Kill a Zombie with a Knife?
Today we're going to talk about killing zombies. How do you kill zombies? All right, we can only go by what we've learned from the movies. Movies like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, 28 Days Later, World War Z, all these movies, and basically you have to kill the brain, right? And the best way to kill the brain is by shooting them through the head with a bullet with your gun. The other method that I've seen in, for instance, The Walking Dead, is that they stab them through the skull. They run out of bullets. They're usually in a situation where they run out of bullets and all that are left are their knives, and they have to stab a whole bunch of zombies through the skull and kill them to get away. But is it possible? Is it possible to actually stab a zombie through the skull? We're going to test that today. I don't know what causes a zombie to become a zombie. I mean, it could be some kind of radiation that causes them to reanimate their dead tissue. Could be that. It could be a virus of some sort that brings them back to life. It could be some paranormal reason. But apparently, the best way to kill them is to kill the brain, okay? And that's what we see a lot in movies. You shoot them in the body, they still live. You chop off their limbs, they're still moving around, drain them of blood, they still keep going. So, can you kill a zombie by stabbing it through the skull? Will a knife actually penetrate the skull? Maybe the radiation or the virus softens the skull, where it's easier to stab through the skull. But if the skull is so soft, then, just bash them over the head with a baseball bat or something like that to kill them instead of getting up close and stabbing them with the knife. But today we're going to see if we can stab through a skull. I'm not going to go out and buy a human skull. They're like hundreds of dollars. And I do have a deer skull. Now this is a doe skull. It's not that big. It's not as thick as I think a human skull. So we should be able to stab through this. But we're going to find out. And here we go. Okay. So here's the deer skull. Not that big. It's probably thinner than a human skull. It's in a fixed position right here against the grass. And I have a very advantageous ergonomics to stab it through the skull by being directly over it. And it's not moving, so it should be easy for me to put a knife through the skull. As opposed to in The Walking Dead when they're moving around and they're trying to eat you and bite you. Must be a totally different situation. So let's see if we can stab a skull. The current neck knife I have is a current bit. This one right here, not really good for stabbing because it's curved. So we're not going to use the current bit. I'm going to use a bigger knife. When I'm in the woods and I'm in the deep woods, I usually use a bigger knife. This is my swivel knife right here. This is what we're going to try. I'm going to hold it in the ice pick position. This is the hammer position. This is the ice pick position. So I'm going to see if I can stab this skull with the ice pick grip and see if I could kill a zombie with a knife. All right, here we go. Ready? All right. I've stabbed it a few times. Stabbing it pretty hard. Usually it glances off, but I did crack this skull here. Not only that, I ruined my knife, it bent. Alright, so after some tries here, I can't penetrate the can't penetrate the skull. It's usually a glancing blow, and I think even if I did penetrate it, my knife would get stuck. So, I don't think that works. So here we go. Here's a really big knife, right? Check it out. Let's see if I could put it through this one, with this one. Still glancing. Oh, but look, it got stuck. All right. So you might be able to get through, but it's going to get stuck. Very interesting. So I wouldn't use any of those weapons to kill a zombie. But let's say I have a hatchet, right? Let's see if I can put one through with this. Ready? It's a nice small one too. I don't want to carry a big one. And I've already damaged it a little bit. Put a few little gashes in it, holes. Maybe I could crack this skull with the hatchet. Ready? All right. Look at that. Look at that. Put a cut right through. One more time. Oh. Okay. Hatchet might work. We cracked it open. All right. So, in this little experiment, we come to find out that knives, even big knives, won't do the trick. It's usually a glancing blow, or it'll just chip off a little bit, or sometimes when it does penetrate, your knife gets stuck, and who wants that to happen? A better weapon is the hatchet. What happens if you can crack one of these skulls with a stick? I have a backup skull right here. All right, I'm gonna see if I can bash this skull in with a stick. All right, this is a Kamagong stick, ironwood. I'm a stick fighter, so I know what a good stick is. This is pretty dense wood, and let's see if we can break the skull with the stick. Ready? Oh my God. Yeah, that did the trick. It just totally destroyed the skull in that one shot. Now again, these skulls are a little weaker than, or frailer, or thinner, or more brittle than a human skull. But in terms of deciding which weapon I would use, it wouldn't be a knife. It could be a hatchet, but a stick would really cave in their skulls, and probably a better option in terms of using a weapon. So there we have it. How to kill a zombie. Knives aren't good. Hatchets are okay. Sticks do the trick. All right, that's it on this end. Action Hounds, unite. Peace out.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our Action Hound Media YouTube channel, and check out our website, actionhoundmedia.com.